Alright guys, this is the meter I use, Precision Ultra. It does ketones and glucose. I'll go back to the day I'm doing this video on, I'll show you what my readings were. There's the glucose strips, and here's the ketone strips. I can get these online on eBay for like $2 a piece. If you buy them in the store, they're like $7 a piece, the strips. But you can get them online for a couple of dollars if you hunt around for them. These are probably 50 cents a piece. I got this little lancet. I like better than the one that comes with it. It comes with a smaller needle. You can get the smaller needles. Not like it hurts a lot, but this one seems to work better than the one that came with the kit. So that video was done on October 11th. So let me look back on my, today's the 22nd, so you could see. I have to go back to the 11th to show you what my readings were on that day. Alright, so my glucose reading was 73 on the 11th. And my ketone levels are 5.2 on the 11th. Now I could scroll, I could go back or forward. I'll go back a day. Ketones 5.6, glucose 66, ketones 4.5, glucose 80, go back another day, ketones 4.3, glucose 79. You're supposed to be right around 80 on your glucose in the morning, and after a meal, your glucose shouldn't go up more than 10 points if you're keto adapted. So I could go. We're on the 22nd, but this video I did this video back on that date. So that's what I'm trying to keep everything in line, you know. So that's it. There's the keto. There's the strips. I usually try to buy like, I try to buy 100 or so, and these are expiring next month. Oh, actually, these are good until, these are good for a while. Yeah, these expire, but if they expire, I don't think that they're that big of a deal, to be honest with you. But I try to keep them all within the right time. So that's how you check it. They say if you're peeing on the strips, it's cheaper, the pee strips, but it's not as accurate. This is the way to go with the blood. I'll take my blood pressure. See what that is. This varies if you do it a couple of, it depends if you've been walking around or something. (110/80). That's good. Alright guys, so I got my breakfast here. What I'm going to do is, I got it all written out so I can make my breakfast. And then I got my lunch and supper. I'll do that later on. I'll put it all together for you and show you what I do. I'll show you what I do for my breakfast. I just bought this unit. It's really nice, man. It fits under the counter. It's a Vitamix Professional 750. It's a beautiful unit. This is what I like to use. I'll show you what I put in there. This is what I do. You could do different breakfasts, but this is what I like to do for nutritional value. What I usually do is I take some of these psyllium capsules. I like to take 6 of these with every meal. Make sure everything's flowing right. I got this all calculated into the program. The probiotics. A couple of these. Digestive enzymes. I had to put it in this container because the other container, the cover kept popping off. This Veritostal saline. I've been taking this for years. It's good stuff. One of them. Fish oil tablet. Omega-3s. The cover popped off, but I had bought these in bigger containers. This container here was a smaller one. That's why I just use this as a catch-all. But it's the same thing. It's the omega-3s. Vitamin D. 2000. I got this all calculated into my program, so I take this once a day. CoQ10, good for the heart. Calcium. I gotta take extra calcium because I had a problem with my parathyroid glands. I had some of them taken out, so I need to take this to help with my calcium. And I put a little bit of this, this is B5, I believe. A little bit extra B5. And that's my supplements that I'll take for the day. Also, I put in the kale shake because it's all one. And this is gonna. It's all the vitamins and minerals. And this here will give you all your vitamins and minerals for the day. I put 1 scoop of this in. Even though I'm eating a lot of vegetables, I'll just do this anyway just to cover me. I'll show you on my program why I use all this stuff to help me meet all my goals, nutritional wise, in the day. So it's just green powder. I'll put 1 scoop in. Alright guys, so I just got some frozen kale here that I buy. I buy the organic stuff and just put it in the bags, Ziploc bags. I'll put 3 cups in there. I usually just, there's a measuring thing on here, so I'll just put it in there and just, kale's really good for you, and just push it down. It's going to get all munched up anyway. So we'll go for 3 cups. It's about 4 actually. It's alright, it's about 4 cups. A little bit extra ain't gonna hurt me. A little bit extra is not gonna hurt me, that's kale. It's all kale in there. I'll take 1 scoop of the all one. Put it in there. Make sure I get all my vitamins and minerals. So I actually put a little bit more than I usually put in there. Take garlic. This is really healthy for you. Take half a teaspoon of garlic. Put that in there. I got some ginger. A 1/4 teaspoon of ginger. turmeric. This is not, I'm not doing this for taste, I'm doing this for health. This is good for polyps, keeps any polyps down in your colon. And for, you know, for taste, I'll put some cinnamon in there. Cinnamon, I'll do 1 teaspoon. And this is something new I'm trying. I got some of this stevia stuff. I'm going to try to sweeten it up because the stuff doesn't taste all that great. It's more or less for nutrition than for taste. This kale shake, the way I make it. So we're going to try that, and we'll put a little water in there, and we'll give it the old Gundy, Mama. Give it the old Gundy. Cover on, and we'll give it the old chooch. Got it turned on there. We'll start it here. Beautiful grinder, man. Beautiful. One thing I forgot, guys, was a little bit of coconut oil. Got 1 tablespoon it calls for. I got a little cup here. There's 1 tablespoon right there. I'll put a little oil in there. These are cool little cups. Just mix it back up with that. Doesn't have to really go crazy, it's just giving it the old mixeroo. Putting the oil in there. I'll drink this down in a couple of different times because it's a little on the nasty side, but I'm doing it for nutrition more than I am for taste. Alright guys, while I'm doing my eggs, I'll drink this down, and like I said, the supplements. In the meantime, I'll start making my eggs. I used a little bit of bacon fat this morning with the eggs. Sometimes I use coconut oil, depends. Now the eggs I buy them at a local farm, and they're supposed to be really fresh. So I try to get fresh local stuff if I can. It's come from a farm right down the street. Some days I'll only have one egg. It depends on how I put my program in there. I'm doing 2 eggs this morning. There's this Himalayan salt's really good. Put some of that on there. You need more salt if you're going to do keto. Pepper. Like an oregano herb, I like to put some of that on there. Yeah, while that's cooking, you know, I'll drink my green drink, get that down. The green drink's not so bad with the cinnamon in there and the stevia, it's not so bad. And it's, you know, 4 cups of kale, so it's healthy. I try to bring my proteins, fats, and carbs up, whatever, with the 3 meals equally. That's what I try to do. I'll show you the program that I use on that. Alright, and that calls for 2 tablespoons of butter. It's about 1.5 there. It's good enough. I'll make it up on my next meal. If you're gonna do keto, you're gonna be eating a lot of butter, extra butter, and coconut oil and stuff like that to get your fats in. 75% fat in the diet. That's the breakfast. And then my shake. It's not so bad with the cinnamon in there and the stevia. I'll bring you guys along for the lunch, how I make my lunch and supper. I'll show you what's going on with that. This is the butter I use. Supposed to be grass-fed fed butter. This is the one with the salt in it. And this is the one unsalted. I usually don't mind getting this because I use that Himalayan pink salt anyway. So but you can get either one. This one's got the salt in it. Grass-fed cows. Alright guys, so I got my lunch and supper already here. It's a little late. I didn't get in till 2 o'clock for lunch, so I'm going to probably have this at 2 and probably have this at 5, I guess. But here's the meat. 70 grams. So half that meat's gonna go for lunch, and half of it's gonna go for supper. What that is, that's baby back ribs. I threw them in a crock pot, and I pulled all the meat off and just kind of double forked it. So it's 35 grams per meal. So basically, I do all my lunch here. I did my breakfast already. I showed you guys that. And I do my lunch. I figure it out the day before what I'm going to be eating. I got psyllium. I got this stuff here. I usually take, 6 of those on every meal. You could probably take whatever you want, but that's what the program is telling me to do, so that's what I'm doing. It's easy enough. Just dump that right down with water. So what I got is I got 2 cups. Basically, 2 cups is 50 grams. 50 grams is basically 2 cups of spinach. 2 cups and 2 cups. So then what I got here is I got my broccoli, which is 30 grams. I got 30 grams of cauliflower. I got 1 stick of celery, 1 radish, 15 grams of sprouts, and for this I got 15 grams of green cabbage. On supper, the only thing that's different is I changed the cabbage. I put red cabbage instead, 15 grams. And it calls for 2 tablespoons of olive oil for each meal. So I'm going to get this one together first. And I usually put a avocado, half an avocado on each meal. I got them right here all ready to go. I usually do that, but seeing I did the double eggs this morning instead of 1 egg, kind of, threw me off on that, so I just left the avocado out. Make a nice little salad. It's got enough meat there, enough protein. You don't eat a lot of protein in this. Basically, it's mostly fat. It's 75% fat. This diet. Now, this is quite a few carbs, but it's all high glycemic, low glycemic carbs. That's why you could eat a lot. So let me get this all together, and we'll show you. Alright, so you can see my mix here. It's mostly olive oil and a little bit of balsamic vinegar down the bottom down here. So this is usually what the bigger container I mix it in, so you could see the difference. When I shake it up, it all mixes. It's all homemade. I use extra virgin olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and that right there, apple cider. And it calls for 2 tablespoons. I got my little cup right here. We'll just pour it right in there. I'll show you how I figure out the portions out later. When I get back from that job, I'll try to put this together. I'll put 2 tablespoons. Just pour it right on in. You don't want to go crazy with the... And then I'll do is I'll just put a plate on this, and this is for supper. Eat that later. Plenty of food. I'm not even hungry. It's 2 o'clock and I'm not even hungry. I gotta force myself to eat. Alright guys, so that's lunch. It's a good size. That's a real good lunch. And I gotta eat the same thing for supper, so like I said, you could eat a lot on this program if you put the proper carbs in there. I'm taking this just for fiber. Keep my fiber going. I gotta drink some water too. A little low on water. Alright guys, I'll try to show you what's going on. Alright, so here was my, you could see my blood glucose, my ketones. This is my blood pressure, 110. This is a couple of weeks ago, actually. A week and a half ago, looks like. Let's see over here, today's the 22nd. So I did this video back on the 11th, so, I'm going to show you a couple of things later. My pulse, my weight, and then this is all the other stuff. What I had for breakfast, that kale shake. I don't do the stevia no more. Let me roll down a little bit. Get rid of the... Alright, let's roll down a little bit. So I got the water. I'm still doing the all one. That's quite a bit of carbs, and I think it's 4 carbs. But that's got, you know, the powder. The powder, it's got all the vitamins and minerals I'm supposed to be needing. You know, I did the kale shake. I think I did 4 cups. I think it said instead of 3, but whatever. Garlic, turmeric, ginger, the stevia. I no longer do stevia. I've been putting some blueberries in there, maybe like 8 frozen blueberries. You know, the cinnamon kind of helps it go down. I'm doing this kale shake because this is real healthy, because I had a fatty liver, and this stuff is supposed to help that. So that's why I'm doing it. You know, probiotics. I got all my supplements in there. A couple of fried eggs, butter, Himalayan salt. Now on the lunch and the supper, on the video I showed, you know, lunch and supper. I ate it at 2 o'clock that day, and I'm on this. I'm not even hungry, to be honest with you. When I'm on this program and the high ketone levels, and once you're high ketone levels and you're keto adapted, you're never hungry. So I only ate one salad. I didn't even eat the second salad, and you'll see down below on you see I didn't even meet my my criteria here. So it said 61% energy. But I was fine. I could eat, you know, look what it says, 522 more calories in a day. But like I said, I wasn't even hungry, so I didn't even eat the second salad. Consumed was 800, and burn was 2320. That's when I started wearing the watch. I just started wearing that Fit watch. I'm going to show you how to plug that in. But, you know, like I said, it was no big deal. And you can still see my fats were up there, 76%. 10% carbs and 13% protein. Now you could eat, you know, you got to eat certain kind of carbs, because like one apple is my whole day's carbs just on one apple. Or if I did a piece of bread I think is like 160 carbs. So I only can have 20. So you have to eat certain kind of carbs. That's why I eat this certain type of carbs. You know, and you could see on this day I didn't meet all my targets, because I only had that one salad. Alright, and then you could see over here, the weight loss when I started. This is 4 weeks, 19 pounds in 4 weeks. So that's about 5 pounds a week. Like I said, you could see I'm just dropping. When I get down on I'm trying to get down to 165. My goal here, 165. So I should be able to hit that within whatever, 3 more months or something. I should be good, and then I can maintain. So I'll try to give you guys some shots of this. You know, this is all the stuff I weigh everything. You know, and you can this program does all the work for you, does everything for you. I don't think I put my sleep in there for some reason. I don't know why that day I didn't, but I could probably look back and find out what it was. But I've been trying to get in 8 hours a day, 8 hours of sleep a day. So like I said, I couldn't eat that second that supper. I've been eating 2 meals a day. I eat breakfast, and I have like around 2 o'clock I eat a second time, and that's it. I'm good with it. Now let's go back to, you know, recently, which is yesterday. You could see yesterday where my readings were. I had a colonoscopy yesterday, so I was first thing in the morning. So the day before, I didn't eat nothing. The day before, this is today. This is the 22nd. No, actually, today's Saturday, the 22nd. So yesterday, which we're looking at now, is the 21st. That was the day I went in for the colonoscopy. Checking my colon, and I ate around 3 o'clock. No, I ate 10 a.m. I had my first meal. I had breakfast at 10:30, and then I ate at 4 o'clock. My second meal was at 4. It's my second meal here. So that was yesterday. And you could see I'm right there on my targets. I use some fat up because I had the watch on all day. So there's where the extra fat came off, because I was walking around, moving around, even though I didn't work that day, just moving around, took off the fat. It's a pretty cool program, man. This thing is really awesome. And you could see all the the potassium. I didn't meet my potassium. My fiber, I didn't meet my fiber. Water, I think I got plenty of water in, but you could see you can see what you're missing and what you're not missing, what you're close. You guys really can't beat this program. You could see the day before I went for the colon thing. I didn't eat it all that day. Thursday I didn't eat it all. You could see there on the graph, but you could see how the weight's coming right off. It's pretty cool. Like I said, the biggest part is I'm not even hungry anymore. Very odd. Very, very odd. There's the shot of the stuff I ate that day. Now let's see what my blood glucose was 75 this morning, and the ketones were 3.5. So they do vary. Sleep is very important. Try to get 8 hours of sleep in, because that's when you make your ketones, actually, at night. So I'm just doing this video for some of the guys that are interested in this. Not everybody wants to see it, but some guys are interested in it, so that's why I'm putting the videos together. Some people will watch them, some people won't. You could see how much, I burned 2,000 calories. I took in about 1,000, so it's 1,064. It's 3,500 for one pound of calories. So then when I get to know where I want to be, I'll now today, this is today. I already had the breakfast, and I'm going out to eat with my kid for supper. So I programmed what I'm going to be having, the salad, and I know what I'm going to be having at the restaurant. So I already programmed it all in. You could see where I'm at here. I'm a little low on the carbs. But I'm sure some of that stuff in the salad I'm going to add when I get there. I know there's going to be extra stuff in that salad that I haven't programmed in here yet, but I'm good. See, my energy is good. But this, I programmed this in the morning before I even, eat anything. I type all this stuff in, what I'm going to have for breakfast, what I'm going to have for lunch or supper, and then I know if I'm within my ranges here. So today I should burn 2,000 calories. I'm going to consume about 1,000. So I'm good with that. And I'll stay right in ketosis. That's how I do it. I follow this program. I use this program to as a guide. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And you can see the different days. If you take in more calories in one day, you won't burn as much fat. That's all. If you want to maintain, obviously, if you're going to maintain, you're going to need to up your intake of food. Now, you could always change what you're eating, but I eat in certain type of carbohydrates is the only thing I'm eating. So I could eat, as much as I want. I could change my carbs around, but I'll do another video on what kind of carbs I consume. Low glycemic carbohydrates is what I consume. It's not going to raise my blood sugar.